Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setup for today. So a couple of things on the cards here. First thing is on the 8 hour, we are up at this trend line. It does look like an inside bar forming, could be a triangle forming as well. We'll look at that on the lower time frames. We are above the 155, so key area here to hold. And I think the level that I gave you yesterday, which is still this 14124 area, and just above it, right where price is, you can see all this interaction in this zone, and that is 14226. So very important area this. A couple of things on the cards as well. Oscillators are grouped to the upside, indicating we're a little bit tired. Trend is down. For all intents and purposes, the trend has been down for quite some time. You can see a strong downtrend, pullback, and then we've been drifting lower. There's a complete series of lower highs and lower lows. Big thing now is this trend line break to see if we can maintain it. If you look at it on the 3 hour, have a look at the oscillators. That is not a healthy signal for the bulls, basically indicating that it's almost a double top here and we are tired. The one thing that is in the bulls' favors for the week is we have a 3 hour crossover of the moving averages, and we're about to get the next crossover of the moving averages. So I still would prefer some kind of a pullback onto structure, and we haven't really had a decent pullback. I'm just adding this level in here where all these tails are here. You can see that being at 14,069. So let's just get down to the hour. So if you look at the hour, oscillators also grouped the upside and crossed over, pointing down. So what could potentially happen this morning and leading up to the open is the next couple of hours it could just go sideways and the oscillators could ease off, which would then indicate a continuation of the 1 hour uptrend. So we're in an uptrend on the hours, so you are looking for opportunities to buy right now. This area that we're in is very important, and I'm just going to adjust that level to there. You can see that's where we rejected yesterday, and we've come back to test it. Now if we come down to the 15 minutes, and this is where you need to focus today, you can see we had a triangle form here. Break of the triangle, didn't come back and test the triangle. Then we went sideways. Also a bit of an inverse head and shoulders here. So there's a couple of scenarios that need to potentially play out. The first one is, that is my inverse head and shoulders. So if we do maintain this level, in other words, stay above this trend line that we've got here, we are looking for that as our next target, which is 14,303, so 14,300. Then the other area to pay attention to is that was the original move, that is a pullback, and pretty much the same target. You can see first move up, consolidation, second move. So this is our first target. Just delete the noise. Okay, so oscillators have grouped the downside and starting to cross over. So for me, European Open is going to be key. Pay attention to what happens in this zone. I would expect us to probably reject this area slightly, more than likely come back down to the bottom of the range. So this is all after hours price action here of the break. So I would expect us to sort of open in this area, which would be roughly where the DAX actually opened, and then just bounce around here waiting for a break. So another break above 14,200 and a retest of it would be a half decent opportunity to be long, and you're targeting 14,303 or 14,300. We start dropping below, going to be a really tough one, but I think if we start dropping below, I won't be worried too much about this tail here, but these tails here is more important. So I would expect a drop, pull back and retest of this, and then a rejection to come and test this level down here at 14,069. So there are lots of areas of support that are really close together. Trend is up, so you're looking for a half decent opportunity, and I think it's going to be in this zone. Probably move down, consolidation, second leg down, buyers come in down at this area. We start dropping below 14,069, then we need to start looking for reversal and retest of that for continuation to the short side. So for me at the moment, this is a cautious, very, very cautious opportunity brewing. The key part to this is this trend line. I just want to come back to the 8 hour. The key part to that is this trend line. You can see all the levels that we've put in. Look to the left, as you can see, each one of them have the potential to play out. So we need to clear the zone with some conviction before we can actually start looking at a longer move to the upside. And I said this could be a triangle, otherwise inside bar. And if we just look over here, kind of difficult to see, but trend line down, trend line up. So if I add more noise to the chart, you'll see there is the break, and that's a downward trend. So there is a break of the structure. So I'm really anticipating a move back into the zone, and then we'll see if that zone holds. Then there's a fairly decent opportunity for a long, and that's kind of my view today on the DAX. Although it's not as strong as what I see on the S&P at the moment. Anyway, that's kind of me for today. I hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.